or put Dustin away in the first round. And there's still 6 weeks until the title fight. Someone could slip on a banana peel. Chad Mendes could slip on a banana peel, and then hey, let's bring in that handsome Irish guy who keeps ripping people's heads off. That will sell more pay-per-views than both Chad and Jose. Let's bring him in. And then there you go. I slot in, take that belt from your hometown guy, and bring it home to Ireland.
But who do you think is gonna win in this fight if it happens?
Aldo and Mendes. I think, there's many factors to it. I think Aldo's on his way out, to be honest. I think he's complaining about the money. He doesn't. I don't think he wants it anymore. He's fed up with it. He obviously has injuries back and forth. I know that can be deteriorating on the mind. So if I was to go by the first fight, Chad got embarrassed. He got beaten everywhere. His takedowns got stuffed, and he was getting mauled on the feet. And then he got KO'd in the first round. So you can't look past that. If Chad ever had a chance, it probably would be now, because he has the momentum with TJ winning the fight against Barrao. Aldo a little bit frustrated coming off injury. It's his best chance, but we'll see. Ultimately, I don't really give a shit. I'll kill both of them.
But talking about like passion, and we saw like your people behave, and people in Brazil, they are really passionate about it.
Yeah.
Maybe it will be like the dream UFC stadium, UFC you against Aldo, for example.
Yeah, 100%. Let's do it. The Brazilians see what we see. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Can you just talk a little bit about your style? For example, do you dress yourself, or do you have a stylist or something?
No, I dress myself. I know you looking at me, you might think I have a stylist because I look that damn good, but I dress myself, believe it or not. But I have a tailor back home who makes all these suits from scratch, literally from the fabric they get made up to fit my frame perfectly, as you can tell. So yeah, I like to look good. I like to whoop ass. Here I am looking good and whooping ass.
And there are a lot of people just talking about, your style of talking and everything. You're here to prove that you're not just about talking, right?
100%. This is not a show. I like to look good. I like to talk. This is the Irish way. You know what I mean? And I like to whoop ass. Another Irish way. We like to fight as well. So people can think. I believe Diego probably thought it was all talk. Diego probably thought it was all for the cameras, but there was no cameras around when we were nearly going at it, and I didn't give a fuck about cameras. I still, you know what I mean? This is not a game to me. I'm here to take every single one of these people out. Cameras or no cameras.
So with Sonny not being able to fight in MMA for 2 years, everybody's like kind of comparing you with him. Do you think it's?
We're different. We're different people. We're different people. Sonnen might have been more of a act. He might have played up a little bit. Sonnen, as well, he came to fight as well. Sonnen's a phenomenal fighter and a phenomenal talker as well. But we are completely different athletes. We are completely different people. So I can see maybe where they're comparison, but I don't dwell on it too much. I'm just doing what I always do. This is who I am. Thank you.
You had a dominating performance not too long ago, and you're already back into it. Did you get a chance to relax or celebrate?
I don't relax. I don't celebrate. I sit and plot. I went home and sat in a dark room and plotted out who's next. And now here we are, Las Vegas. Dustin P-Head Poirier is next.
So you haven't even had a chance to have somebody buy you a drink in Ireland yet?
I went out and celebrated one night. I'm not gonna lie. I took out the ponytail once. I took the bobbing out of my hair once, and I let the hair down. It's perfect for me to get a quick turnaround. This is exactly what I want. You don't want to sleep on a win. People say a loss can make a fighter, but a win can also make or break a fighter as well, because they feel comfortable with a win. They go off and get lazy with it. That's not me. I don't want to sleep on a win. You sleep on a win, and guess what? You wake up with a loss. So this is perfect for me. Straight back into it. And plus on top, I can hear all these little featherweights crying like little girls to their mammy. How come he got this quick turnaround? How come he's in the top 10? How come he's on the biggest card of the year? I love it. I rub it in their faces and carry on doing my thing.
In the perfect world, how often would you like to fight?
This is the way I do it every time. 8-10 weeks every time. As long as permitted, I'll go every 8 weeks, no problem. Even less. Every week I fight. This is what I want to do. I want to compete for as much as I can, for as long as I can. Get in, get the belt, get all the belts, get all the money, and get out. That's what I'm trying to do.
Fighting in your hometown, your home country. What's your celebrity like? How has it changed for you back home?
I can't go anywhere back home. It's crazy back home. I get mobbed. there's murals up on the side of buildings, and they're like that high. Picture of me standing there and quotes and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's crazy back home. It's phenomenal. The support I'm getting is phenomenal.
How about the girls?
You know, I have my own woman, and she's stuck by me, and we're in this together. We're a team, so I don't pay attention to that.
What about what got you involved? You think from Ireland, the great boxers that come from there, like McGuigan and Wayne McCulloch, and you turned to this sport. What got you in that direction?
Because I see ahead of time. I recognize looking at that sport that's limited fighting. That's not true fighting. It's limited. This is pure. This is unarmed combat. There is no limitations here. And I knew this is what I wanted to be good at. If I'm to be good at something, it's going to be the purest form of combat, not some limited combat. So I went down this route. That's how I ended up here.
Have you spoken to any of the fighters though from Ireland? Had conversations with them about your career?
No, because why would I? I created this path. The boxing story had been told. This is a story that hasn't been told yet. You know what I mean? A martial artist. The Irish public have never seen a martial artist before. I've never seen a guy come out the gate throwing shots like I throw. So I'm telling the untold story. So if I was to look for someone and ask for advice, I'd look in the mirror.
Well, that's a good thing. You give yourself good advice, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, when did it start? The verbal part of your? Did you do that right from the get-go, or did to hype yourself up, or?
It's not planned. It's just this is it. We like to talk. We like to fight. We are Irish. You know what I mean? We don't mince words. We never do. We tell the truth. We speak it the way we see it. If we see it, if we feel it, we'll let it be known. It's the Irish way. I've always been like this. Now there's just a lot of cameras and a crowd around.
What was the first MMA fight that you saw that got you, into the game?
I mean, the early days of watching Chuck Liddell definitely inspired me. It was on a little show called Bravo. Seeing Chuck Liddell get in as Mohawk, he was a cool motherfucker. And that definitely inspired me to that this could be a route I could take.
Do you have the time?
What?
You have the time?
Yeah, it's a beautiful. I have a timepiece. Funny enough, every time you take it off, it resets. And I've actually never figured out how to fix the time on it. You need to click it some way.
Does it even matter?
Yeah, exactly. That's what someone was saying to me. We go into the watch shop and ask them how to fix it. Then I was like, who wears watches to tell the time? I don't wear a watch to tell the time. I know what time it is. It's my time. I don't need a watch to tell me. I look at that and I said, it's my time. You know what I mean?
You said some comments about Dustin earlier. Is that just getting yourself motivated, talking about him, or is it just because you're fighting him, or is there something that you did?
It's just the way I see it. I say what I feel. I feel he's deteriorating. I feel his skill level has stagnated and his chin has got weaker. I believe he gets wobbled in every contest. Is that not a fact? Is that not a fact? Has he got wobbled in every single fight? He goes to one knee on every single fight. He fought an Ultimate Fighter reject his last fight and nearly got put away with a jab. It's not going to be a good night for Dustin, I'm afraid.
No, but
he's a nice guy, don't get me wrong. He's a good, humble guy from a little hillbilly Mississippi town or wherever the fuck he's from. There's no problems with him. But I'm here to conduct business, and I'm ruthless in there. I'm going to take his head off.
You called him a name earlier. It's kind of what I was referencing. I don't even remember what it was, but you called him some name. That was just talking, or you don't have animosity toward him necessarily.
He's a nice guy. He's harmless. He's a harmless little hillbilly. He's all right. But this is business, like I said. A business is never personal. It can be ruthless. It can be cruel, but it is never personal.
Is there something special to you about fighting in Las Vegas?
100%. The fighting capital of the world. I'm going to lay eyes to the fighting Irishman. It's a joyous occasion. Everyone should get on their hands and get on their feet and celebrate. This is momentous. The fighting Irish are coming home.